I'm about to piss some people off, aren't I? Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is the newest A24 horror film directed by Helena Rain, starring Amanda Stenberg, Maria Bakalova, and Pete Davidson. And I only saw the trailer for this movie before I saw Men, and that was back in May. So I really didn't remember the trailer. I just knew that my theater was getting it. It was an A24 film. I'm usually a huge fan of A24. So I went in basically blind, except I knew 3 of the cast members. So here's my review without further rambling. Starting off with the good, and there's a few things I liked in this movie. Amanda Stenberg as one of the 2 main characters in this movie. I really liked her. I thought she did a great job. I have only ever seen her in another movie, which was The Hate U Give, which was a very good movie, and she deserved an Oscar for that movie, but that's beside the point. I thought she was really good. She didn't get on my nerves like I will talk about later. And I really liked Maria Bakalova as well. I know her mainly from Borat 2. Thought she was absolutely terrific in that. She was actually nominated for an Oscar for that movie. So I really liked her here. She doesn't really have a whole bunch of dialogue up until the 3rd act, but I just thought that she was a bit of an interesting character. I really liked her chemistry with Amanda Stenberg. I really liked the dynamic those 2 characters had, and I get it. I really do. I understand why some people are not fans of Pete Davidson, but I thought that he did a good job in this movie playing this douchey rich kid. I don't know. I just thought that he really fit the part. I just think Pete Davidson's a funny guy in real life, and I just like when he acts. I really loved King of Staten Island. I liked his very small role in the Suicide Squad, and I liked him here, even though I'll get more on his character and basically every other character a little bit down the road in this review. But that's about all for the characters, and now on to the actual plot, and it's okay. It's not great, but it was a really good murder mystery type film. And I know this is classified as an A24 horror film, but this is really more of a murder mystery, like I have said. Yeah, there are a few jump scares throughout the film, but at the core, it's a murder mystery with this group of 20-something friends gathered in a mansion during a hurricane. People keep dying and they're trying to find out who's killing them. And like I said, it's a pretty basic plot, but it's pretty interesting for the most part. Thought there were some interesting reveals throughout the film, and I thought that the lighting and the aesthetic of the movie was really pleasing as well. I really like the sound design with the thunder and the rain going on outside. And the suspense is really good in this movie, don't get me wrong, I really do like the suspense in this film. And that's about all for the good. And before I move on to the bad, I have something I would like to talk about with a mixed aspect. I am hardly ever mixed on film details, but the reveal of what was actually going on at the very end of this movie, I don't even know how I feel about it. I don't love it, but I don't absolutely hate it. So I can't really put it in one of those 2 camps. I just don't know what to think about it. So that's all for the mix. On to the bad. And there's quite a bit of stuff I was not a fan of in this movie. First of all, the characters outside of Amanda Stenberg and Maria Bakalova are absolutely atrocious. I don't know if these characters were written with the intent of being absolutely obnoxious, but they really were very irritating. And I've seen this said in a couple reviews already that people are drawing comparison to the characters in the 2019 remake of Black Christmas, but I feel unlike Black Christmas, these characters were meant to be irritating, where in Black Christmas 2019, the writers really thought they were doing something smart with those characters, but whatever. Whether the writers actually meant these characters to be irritating or not, they really were, and I have never wanted to punch film characters more than the characters in this movie. And a lot of the dialogue that comes out of these characters' mouths is just so atrocious. You got these characters using these these modern overused phrases. That's toxic. That's a red flag. You're fake. Oh my god. Literally, oh my god. You're all horrible. Just shut up. Oh. And then finally, they wasted Lee Pace in this movie. He's in it for about 10 minutes. They didn't waste him as horribly as the first Guardians of the Galaxy did, but still, they wasted Lee Pace, and I cannot forget that. That's about all for the bad. On to the final thoughts. Bodies is not absolutely terrible, but it's far from A24's best movie. I'll probably still buy it on Blu-ray, and I did enjoy the two main characters. But in the end, Bodies is just a typical murder mystery. Nothing really new reinventing the genre, and nothing really horrible holding it back. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Bodies a 7 out of 10. That was my thought on Bodies. Have you seen this movie? Let me know down in the comments what you thought about it. If you have not seen it, what's your favorite A24 film? As always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Now, if you will all excuse me, I'm gonna go watch The Lighthouse to wash my hands of all this mess. I'll see you all later.